Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt that strange, electric quiet before a massive event? That deep breath the world seems to take right before the plunge. That's what we're talking about today, the silence before the storm. It's not an emptiness, it's a space filled with tension, focus, and immense preparation. It's the life we live in training. This isn't just about athletes on the starting block or soldiers before a mission. This is about every single one of us who has ever dedicated ourselves to a goal. Whether you're a student cramming for final exams, an entrepreneur about to launch a business, a musician backstage before a concert, or an artist putting the final touches on a masterpiece, you know this silence. It's the period where the world outside seems to fade away, and all that exists is the task at hand. It's a sacred time, a crucible where potential is forged into reality. Think about the sheer discipline it takes. Waking up before the sun when the rest of the world is still dreaming. That first alarm is a daily test of commitment. It's not about motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It's about discipline. It's about showing up for yourself, especially on the days you don't want to. It's the conscious choice to push through discomfort, to embrace the grind, knowing that every small, repetitive action is a brick being laid in the foundation of your success. Each drop of sweat, each page turned, each note practiced, it's a promise you're making to your future self. This phase is defined by routine. Not the boring, monotonous kind, but a purposeful, powerful rhythm that structures your entire existence. Your meals are fuel. Your sleep is recovery. Your time is a precious resource allocated with precision. It's a monastic lifestyle in a way, stripping away the non-essential to pour all your energy into one single point of focus. Social events get missed. Friends might not understand. You exist in a bubble, but it's a bubble of your own creation, designed for optimal growth. This isolation can be lonely, but it's also where you get to know yourself on the deepest level. In this silence, you confront your biggest adversary, yourself. You face your doubts, your fears, your weaknesses, and the voice in your head that whispers, "You can't do this." Every day in training is a battle against that voice. It's about proving it wrong, one rep, one chapter, one rehearsal at a time. This is where true mental toughness is built. It's not about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about feeling it and doing it anyway. It's the process of turning your inner critic into your biggest cheerleader, or at the very least, learning to ignore its negativity. Let's talk about failure. In the training ground, failure is not the end. It's the most valuable data point you can get. It's a teacher, not a judge. Every mistake, every missed target, every failed attempt is a lesson. It shines a spotlight on exactly where you need to improve. The masters of their craft don't fear failure, they seek it out. They push their limits until they break because they know that's where the boundary of their current ability lies. And once you know the boundary, you can start working to push it further. This mindset shift is critical. It transforms setbacks from crushing defeats into essential steps on the path to mastery. And then there's the plateau, the dreaded point where you're putting in all the work, but you don't seem to be getting any better. Progress stalls. This is the ultimate test of faith in the process. It's tempting to give up, to think you've hit your natural limit, but this is where the real work begins. It's about trusting that the incremental gains are still happening, even if they're too small to see day to day. It's about refining your technique, seeking new perspectives, and having the patience to push through until the next breakthrough comes. The silence feels deepest during a plateau, but it's often just before a huge leap forward. But this period isn't all struggle and sacrifice. There are moments of pure, unadulterated joy. The moment a difficult technique finally clicks. The feeling of flow, where you're so immersed in what you're doing that time itself seems to bend. The quiet satisfaction of looking back at the end of a long day and knowing you gave it your all. These small victories are the fuel that keeps the fire burning. They are the whispers of encouragement in the silence, reminding you why you started. They are the proof that the process is working, building your confidence brick by brick. The bond you form with others in the same crucible is unbreakable. Your training partners, your mentors, your teammates, they are the only ones who truly understand the world you inhabit. They see your struggle, they share your sacrifice, and they celebrate your victories, no matter how small. They are the ones who will pick you up when you fall and push you when you want to quit. This shared experience creates a camaraderie that goes beyond friendship. It's a silent understanding, a mutual respect forged in the fires of shared effort. You're all in the silence together, waiting for the same storm. And then it comes, the final days before the event. The silence gets deeper, heavier. The work is done. You can't cram anymore. All the hours, the sweat, the sacrifices, they've all led to this moment. There's a strange sense of peace that settles in. You've done everything you possibly could. The outcome is no longer entirely in your control. All you can do is trust your training. Trust the process. Trust the person you have become. You reflect on the journey, not just the destination. You see the growth, the resilience, the discipline you've built. You are not the same person who started. This final silence is a moment of acceptance. You accept the challenge ahead. You accept the possibility of failure and the potential for glorious success. You are prepared. You are ready. The storm can come now. Because you are not just waiting in the silence, you are becoming the storm. So, whatever your storm is, whatever you are training for right now, I want you to embrace the silence. Cherish this time of preparation. Know that every moment of focus, every sacrifice is building something incredible within you. You are stronger than you think, and you are capable of amazing things. Trust the process. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this time with me. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear about the storm you're preparing for in the comments below. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next one.